Hello viewers, welcome to my travelogue. In this video, I'm going to show you my favorite place in Prague. The Strahov Library. Prague is a beautiful city enriched with history, winding cobbled alleys and red rooftops with excellent food at every corner. But if you are a history buff and bibliophile like me and visiting Prague, then I highly recommend Strahov Monastery. Strahov is the oldest pre-Constantinian monastery in Bohemia and one of the most iconic architecture in the Czech Republic. This vast complex has the Church of the Assumption of Blessed Virgin Mary, the rare Strahov Library, and the Strahov Gallery. The Church of the Assumption of Virgin Mary was built in the third quarter of the 12th century. It was damaged during the shelling and bombing of Prague in 1742, and the modifications were made in the late Baroque style for church's front. As we enter the theological hall, the inscriptions from Bible welcome the readers and curious minds. In the late 17th century, the abbot at that time decided to update the library and built this hall. The decorated curved ceilings with Baroque art, the paintings, they all ostentatiously show wisdom and glory of the era. The Latin words Initio Sapienti Timor Domini, I hope I pronounced that right, means the beginning of wisdom is the fear of God. One more interesting fact about this library is that it has the second largest collection of Bible after Vatican. Everything is so precious here that they never brought candles here during their study hours. The monks worked during the daytime and it was quite difficult during the winters. The temperature in the room was supposed to remain consistent all year round to avoid moisture and humidity. There are around 18,000 books in this room, all about theology. Now we are entering the passage that connects theological hall with the philosophical hall. The books on law and medicine were once in the main library, but later one abbot decided to put books of law on left and medicine on right in this corridor. You will find books here in many different languages. The monks wanted to flaunt their treasure as they wanted to tell people that they can read, which was very elite at the time. The carpet laid across are the fine example of boasting wealth, but they are mostly presents by nobles and imported from Turkey, Persia, and Pakistan. Those times were very precious and it was crucial to protect expensive books. What you see here is the desk that secures precious books. Since books were very fragile and in order to protect their spines, it was very important to guard them. Once you are done reading, you can put your precious books under lock and key. It was considered a secure method at the time, unless someone decides to steal the entire desk. Now we are entering the philosophical hall. It's breathtaking. This is built after 100 years of theological hall by the new abbot who favored more of a classical style. The fresco ceilings represent the man's journey to heavenly wisdom and gain more knowledge. Everything is original in this part of the library. The floor, the panels, the windows, they have been preserved since they were constructed. One more interesting fact is that this is the highest library in Europe. It is also the biggest and continuous Baroque fresco in Europe. The room itself holds more than 50,000 books of enormous knowledge, with subjects like philosophy, astronomy, history, music, architecture, mathematics, encyclopedias, geography, and even novels. My guide was super helpful in answering all my questions. She even showed me where the Shakespeare collection is. On the days when monks are visiting the library, you can request a book and read within the library. Now, you must be wondering how you go up and see the upper corridor when you can't see the stairs. If you look closer on this shelf, there are no books. This is aesthetic covering to hide the passage. You click the lock and it opens the door to the original 18th century staircase. Now, how cool is that? This was quite common across Europe in libraries and homes of nobles and royals to create a camouflage and perhaps an escape route. As you see, this is where the actual books end and the door begins. This library is an architectural marvel and a fountain of knowledge. There are books in many languages and one of the best collection of Latin books is found here. In total, there are around 200,000 books in the library. I find myself awed and at the loss of words when I look around. Until next time, ciao.